I'm Ola Englund from the band Sphere and the Haunted, and you should watch On The Rock.
Bienvenidos a On The Rock. Me encuentro en el backstage de la sala SSD junto a un connotado guitarrista sueco que va a impartir una clínica hoy día. Así que por supuesto que las expectativas son tremendamente altas y por supuesto que lo vamos a abordar inmediatamente para conversar un poquito acerca de lo que va a pasar hoy día y lo que ha sido también su carrera musical. Welcome, Ola. How are you doing?
Thank you. I'm fine. I'm good.
Welcome to Chile. This is your first time here.
Yes, and it's very beautiful. Santiago is very beautiful.
Tell me, who inspired you to play the guitar?
I would say the reason why I started playing was because of Nirvana, but the reason how I'm playing today is probably more because of Dimebag Darrell of Pantera. I mean, Kurt Cobain made me pick up the guitar, but Dimebag was the reason why I continued playing, really.
How about guitar players like, for example, Randy Rhoads, Van Halen? Do you like those musicians?
Yes, like Eddie Van Halen, Randy Rhoads, but they're the wrong generation for me. I'm too young.
How old are you?
I'm 18.
18?
Yes. Yes. No, I'm 34.
You look older.
Yeah. Oh, thank you. I'm 34. But I mean, when I was growing up, it was all about, when I was a teenager, it was like 92, 93. I mean, it was just when like Metallica got really big with the Black Album, and I mean, Pantera got big. So I'm the wrong generation for Eddie Van Halen and Randy Rhoads. I know about them, and today, of course, I listen to them, but it's not something I grew up with. And for me, I grew up with Pantera and Dimebag Darrell, so for me, they're very important for me.
Let's talk about Exit Wounds, the latest album from the Haunted. How did that came together, and how did you felt playing with the band?
Well, first of all, I was always a fan of the Haunted. So for me to join the band was very weird, because I'm still a fan.
Yeah, but it was stimulating, I guess, too.
Of course, I mean, definitely. It's and kind of weird because I'm a big fan of At the Gates as well, and they're kind of the same band in a way. And the guy that I replaced, Anders Björler, he's very important, and I mean, he wrote all those awesome riffs from Blinded by Fear and all that, and all the Haunted songs. And I mean, those are big shoes to fill for me. But he was, I've been so welcome in that band, so it's never been hard for me.
You actually shared stage with him in the Hellfest a couple of months ago, I guess.
Yes.
How was that experience for you?
I didn't actually share it. I told him before the show, like, you're here. Why aren't you playing for one song? I mean, it would be my honor if you could come back and play. So it was my idea to bring him back, and he was just super happy. For him, it was an honor that I asked him. So it's there's just a lot of love. I mean, I love At the Gates, and we're touring and doing stuff like that. It's just a big, happy family. Tell me,
what are the difference that you perceive in the Haunted of Peter Dolving and the Haunted of Mark Arrows?
I'm a big fan of both singers and both. I mean, with Peter Dolving, it kind of evolved into something else, but it wasn't necessarily bad. The last Dolving album was really good. It was just different. But it was still good. But to be completely honest, the time when I was a big Haunted fan was when Marco was the singer, with The Haunted Made Me Do It and One Kill Wonder. And I mean, like the more death metal thrash side of the Haunted. So I love both sides, but I'm very happy where we are today.
Do you think that the metal landscape changed forever after Dimebag Darrell was murdered on stage? How do you remember that day? It was 8th of December 2004.
Yeah.
It was very devastating for the band, for the fans, for me, and probably for you.
Yes, I remember it to this day, how I kind of like woke up, and I got a text from one friend of mine saying like, yeah, there was a shooting at the Pantera show, no, or Damage Plan show, and I was like, oh man, don't let it be Dimebag. Don't let it be Dimebag. Like that's the first thing I was thinking about, and of course it was Dimebag and some crew, and yeah, it was. I just remember it's like, oh fuck, this is it's such a tragedy and a huge loss. But I mean, in a way, I still think Dimebag is still such a legend, and I mean his name really lives on because he was such an awesome. He was not only like super awesome lead player and guitar player. He was such an awesome person, and I mean, his playing will live on forever. But I mean, the stories about him is impressing me more. How he took care of people and how he kind of interacted with fans, and you know, it was just him being just a genuine guy, you know, and that's why it's so heartbreaking, you know. It was not just a guitar player; it was like probably one of the most inspirational guys ever. I mean, and he still is for me to this day.
Which Pantera song you would like to write?
I would say I'd like to write the song "Walk," and there's a reason. It's probably not my favorite song, but the reason why I would probably have wanted to write that song is because that's the first song I heard from Pantera, and I remember hearing it, and, you know, that intro riff, and it was just so simple and deadly. Like it's just two notes, but with a bend, and it's like, holy shit, what is that? I mean, it's not like, you know, nowadays a lot of bands try to write technical stuff just to impress, but I mean, writing a memorable, easy riff, that's even harder.
Black Sabbath or Judas Priest?
Black Sabbath.
Why?
It's I'm not picking sides. I like Judas Priest as well, but I would say Black Sabbath is for me more important. And I mean, I shouldn't probably say this, but I'm such a big fan of when Dio was in Black Sabbath. That's my favorite albums.
The Humanizer, Heaven and Hell,
and I mean,
Mob Rules.
They really do me. You know, doom metal Black Sabbath is probably my favorite albums. And I mean, Judas Priest is fine, but it's I don't know how to say it. I mean, they're a great and very important band, but for me, Black Sabbath is more important.
Music in your own words and that instrument called the guitar.
Music in my own words. I mean, for me, the guitar has always been a tool, in a way, for me to kind of write my music. It's never been... I'm a guitar player, yes, but I've always seen myself more like a songwriter. So the guitar has always been more of a tool for me to write the songs and make the music. It's not a sexy lady that I put a name on like a lot of other guitar players might do with their guitars, but I've never been really emotionally attached to any guitar. It's kind of unromantic, but that's how it has always been. So it's, yeah, that's how I would describe the guitar and the music. I mean, does that make sense? Did I answer?
Absolutely, absolutely. Well, do you search ideas or the ideas just come to you?
Mixed. I mean, it's usually a song starts with an inspiration. It could be any genre, something I heard on the radio or anything like that. But usually it starts with a beat, like with a drum beat, and that's like, okay, that's when I start hearing riffs over a drum beat and stuff like that. So it's and that makes it so easy for me to write riffs. I mean, I've been writing riffs for a long time, so I know immediately if it sucks or not. So I mean, because I've been doing it for so long, it's pretty easy for me to write songs now. So it's same way as you become better at guitar playing. You just have to practice. You have to practice writing songs.
Yeah, tell me a little bit what's going on with the Hunted. What are you doing right now? Are you writing songs for a new album?
Yes, we've been kind of playing festivals and doing shorter runs of tours and gigs. But we started writing for a new album. So we all write on our separate places where we live. We don't all live in the same city. So we write our songs, then we get together in the middle, and we work on them together. So right now we're writing on our own, and soon we'll go and try to help each other out and poke into everyone's songs.
Well, thank you so much for your time. Have a great clinic. See you soon. Thank you. Take care.
Thank you.